You are listening to or watching She is a Goal Setter with Wendy Shields. If you are a goal setter with a desire to learn from others, you are in the right place. This lake-loving, photo-taking, success-driven, business-owning mother and grandmother would love to walk you through the wins, the losses, the ups, and the downs. We will focus on the real things that will help you meet and achieve your goals while sharing and cheering on others who are with the quest to do the same. Let's get started. Guys, it's Wendy with She's a Goal Setter, and today I want to talk to you about templates and how I use these almost as a foundation of my business. I'm a big believer in do it the best of your ability the first time and then just keep using the same thing over and over if possible. And it saves me a lot. It's great when it comes to training new people. And I know that my clients are going to get the answer I want, no matter if it's me giving the answer or if it's somebody working on my behalf giving the answer. So basically, like I said, it's a do it one time, save the mold kind of situation. We are just too busy to go back and recreate the wheel over and over again. As well, like I said before, then when you give maybe a list of templates out to your workers, that they're going to know how you want each question answered per se, and they don't have to call you and bother you to get the answer, because after a while, I mean, they might have to at the very beginning when you first open your business, because you'll come upon new things. But every time you come upon new things, if you decide how you want that answered, and sometimes you can give them a backup A, B, whatever. That's fine. But you have the basic thing laid out for them. So I wanted to give you some ideas of how I use templates and how you might be able to incorporate those into your business. I use them in texting. I have. Everybody has the standard auto reply, like that I'm currently in a meeting, can I call you back, blah, blah, blah. I had templates for, I'm trying to think of another one that I would do for a DM. Oh, I know. I sometimes have to contact other agents to show their properties as a broker, and I have a standard, I just have to put AG in my phone, and it pops up the whole paragraph where I'm saying I'd like to show your property located at, and there's a blank, and I fill in the address at blank time, and I fill in the time, but it has a big long sentence and thank you for letting me do this, and I'll get back with you with feedback, that kind of thing. But it's already made up. I don't have to rewrite it every time I want to say it. Or for instance, if I was listing a property and I wanted to send out a message to the seller saying, okay, these are the items, I will be there, at 5 o'clock this evening to list your property. I would like you to have on hand keys to your property, have your house in condition to be photographed at that time, things like that. Might tell them the things I need them to do. That would be just automatically saved. Or if somebody would say to me, well, what am I supposed to take to my mortgage loan officer? I don't know what to take to them. The very first visit, I'd probably be like, first of all, you should contact them because they're all might be different. Or I might have like a little generic list that one of them gave me and say, hey, this is roughly what I know they sometimes look for. I'm sure they'll want additional items, but maybe this would get you off to a good start. But anyways, I don't want to retype all that stuff every time somebody asks me those questions. So I just have that already saved as a text in my phone. Another way I use them are for DMs. We get direct messages on Facebook a lot, and a lot of times they'll be, actually on Instagram mostly. And what they are a lot is, can you give me a shout out, Wendy, to my, my business or whatever? And my first thing I usually notate in their number, first of all, are you in the same niche as me? Because if you're not, I don't do that, because my followers are important to me, so I don't want to lose their interest shouting out to somebody else. Number 2, have you been online for at least 6 months? Because I want to know you're consistent before I recommend anything with my name on it to recommend you to anybody. Are you my follower? You would believe people that aren't even my followers that are asking me, and I'm like, if you're not my follower, I don't think so, but you know what I mean. But anyways, I have a template made out that has a list of those statements on it. that I can just copy, paste, and stick into my DM, or I can do it on a shortcut on my keyboard, either way, so that the paragraph's already made out and I can just pop it in there. That's one example. I get asked a lot of times, are you married? Do you have children? So I have like a generic statement. This is awful. I have a generic statement that says, I'm not currently married, nor am I looking for a relationship. And my children are, I do have 3 beautiful children, and they are all adults. So, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Because I get that like 4 times a day, and I get tired of typing it, and I don't want to be rude, but so I'll usually answer a question or two if it's something like that. And then after that, I don't, you know, once I know they're not interested in business, then I don't really say much else. But anyways, another thing that I do is emails. A lot of times I have emails that say I want to approach let's see what I'm going to say. Let's say I want to approach a affiliate, and I want to offer to do something, and there's like 4 or 5 of them that I'm offering the same roughly the same thing to. I'll write the letter up and then just have to go in and maybe change the name or change the offer a little bit or change the price a little bit, but I can put the presentation together once and then just tweak it, which is basically a template. And if you think about it, I don't know about you guys, but like my show thumbnails and stuff like that, those are just saved in Canva, and they're basically templates. They're already saved, they're already put together, they have my logo, they have my face maybe. I just have to change the words or whatever. And I have those for all the social medias that I use. So that's an example of a template. Obviously in emails too, I mean, like we send a welcome letter to everyone who joins our mailing list. So that would be an example of a template too. So obviously we don't sit down every time a letter comes in and say, you are welcome. You know what I mean? We're so happy to have you. You know what I mean? We are happy to have you, but we don't write the same 3 paragraphs over and over and over. We just copy them, paste them, or whatever. And then another thing we do is basically a template. Another idea of a template would be that we use them when you see like a frequently asked questions and answers on a website. That's basically a template. It's basically saying, if this is your question, this is our answer. I mean, that's taking templates all the way, because they don't even have to ask. You get it already there for the customer. Let's see. Another thing that I use templates for, this is a great example that I liked. Most of you know I've been a real estate broker for 20 years, and the contracts the offers of purchase that we fill out are templates, because brokers are not licensed, at least in the state of Ohio, I don't know about anywhere else, we're not licensed to write a contract. We are licensed to fill in the blanks on a contract that was approved by an attorney. So basically, the contract that we're filling in is a template. We just fill in the blanks, the things that vary from property to property. Anyways, templates save me a lot of time in my business. Another thing I use templates for if I'm going to check files, if I know, like, for example, let's say it's a real estate file and I know it needs a residential disclosure, it needs lead-based disclosure, it needs, all these things in this file. I have a check sheet that I go through. Basically, that check sheet is just a template. It makes me double check everything any agent brings in and make sure everything's there. Another process is even like my Instagram. I have a check sheet of how I handle my Instagram, how I want it handled. Another thing really nice about making these, I've mentioned it, but clarifying again, is being able to hand that off to somebody else when the time comes. Not my Instagram, I take care of all that myself. Before anybody thinks I don't, I do. But if the time ever comes where I say I can't handle 100% of it or something, and I needed somebody to do something on there for me, I have a template showing them exactly what they're supposed to do and how it's supposed to be done, because it's still me. So anyways, I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you some ideas of ways you could use templates in your business. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Hey guys, just wanted to ask you guys for a favor, to please subscribe to my channel.
I used to think that subscribing, like you had to like get a subscription or pay for something, but actually subscribing on YouTube is like friending on Facebook, or it's like following on Instagram. So there's no cost to you, but there's a really great benefit to the person that has the channel. There are certain options that they just aren't available to until they have so many subscribers. So I would definitely consider it an active friendship if you would not mind subscribing. It doesn't bother you. It just kind of sends it does when you open your feed up, you'll see that as some options to watch, but it doesn't pester you or do anything like that. So please subscribe. I'm going to quickly show you how right now. And here we are at the She is a Goal Setter show, and right below it, to the right below it, there's a button, a red button that says subscribe. You just simply push that, and ta-da!
We're done? Seriously? All that work and we're done? I guess we'll see you next week. Oh yeah, subscribe.